So the topic of my presentation was exertional sudden cardiac death in elderly athlete. The motive for this literature review was personal loss and scientific curiosity. My father was a marathon runner. He collapsed in his 20-minute hike, and his age was 60 above. So, giving a brief background about that, sudden cardiac death is the most suspected cause of unexplained death within 1 hour of symptom onset. It occurs in um, athletes who are it could occur during exertion and even without any prior known heart condition. Research and guidelines says that we need to diagnose sudden cardiac arrest in a collapsed or unresponsive athlete until proven otherwise. So, what exactly is an elderly athlete, or what, for the purpose of the research, what was the age group that was considered? That was more than 35 years of age. And to give an additional overview and to say holistically, we also need to consider heat stroke as the cause of sudden cardiac death in those athletes, because not only atherosclerotic disease, but other triggers can also lead to sudden cardiac death. So, once I have discussed this background, I would like to acknowledge the epidemiology. How grave is the risk actually? So, 15 to 20% of all deaths are due to sudden cardiac death. And from those, 6 to 17% occur due to rigorous exercise, and it occurs in the group that has lesser endurance. So in Asia, out of hospital cardiac arrest, the number is 52.5 per 100,000 person years. That means help is not available on time. So as the person ages, the risk also increases, just like in coronary artery disease. When a study was done to focus on heat stroke as the cause, so 21 in 137,580 runners experienced heat stroke. And from those two fatal cases, no prior presentation symptoms were known. So what exactly is the mechanism? So as I said, atherosclerotic is the cause, and it was previously known to be the most important cause. But now, as you can see in this data, that plaque rupture, hemorrhage, or thrombosis has not been the significant contributor to the sudden cardiac arrest during exercise. So that leads us to what exactly does cause it. It could be exertional heat stroke or certain arrhythmogenic triggers, which is electrolyte abnormalities or sympathetic activation, and even psychosocial stress. The manifestations that we know could be hyperthermia and syncope. Syncope, in turn, could be due to cardiogenic cause, orthostatic, or neural mediated reflex. The arrhythmogenic presentation is pulseless electrical activity and asystole. These are the most commonly known initial rhythms. They can, in turn, change into other rhythms as well. Symptoms may or may not be present, which are very vague: chest discomfort, excessive dyspnea, palpitation, and fatigue. The point of this was to discuss how exactly exercise and when does it lead to sudden cardiac death in older athletes. So when exercise is performed with increased intensity but infrequently and irregularly, the risk increases for sudden cardiac arrest. There has been a dose response effect for this relative risk. As you can see over here, when it was performed for less than one time per week, the risk was around 74%. That drastically reduced to 10.9% when exercise was performed for more than 5 times per week. The relative risk compared vigorous activity to little or no activity. So, to give a further clue about it, moderate exercise of 30 minutes, the time is 30 minutes, if done 5 times per week, reduces the relative risk by 20%. And if it is done, strenuous activity is done for 30 minutes, it reduces by 30 to 40%, which is a big number. There was a significant risk during period of greater exertion when performed infrequently. It was due to the decreased vagal tone that directly led to ventricular arrhythmia. Now, heat stroke also plays an effect, and it spares the intrinsic cardiac effect. It spares the intrinsic cardiac system. So all of these factors, they lead us to viewing the preventive strategy. Preventive strategy for a sudden cardiac death in those people who are motivated to pursue any activity such as hiking or leisure activities. We need to perform pre-participation screening. Currently, no guidelines have been given regarding the pre-participation screening. Regular workouts should be encouraged. Many people, out of their busy lives, take out time whenever they feel or out of their own interest. But the exercise they perform is not graded, which directly exposes them to sudden cardiac death. Early identification of heat stroke is an important factor because heat stroke in this global warming has been majorly a risk factor and has been increasing in incidence. Finally, as I highlighted that help is not available in Asia, more and more resuscitation programs and AED trainings need to be encouraged worldwide. Thank you. Any questions?